Welcome to Parish and Community. My special guest today is from the St. Louis Review. Her name is Theresa Orozco. She is also a parishioner here. Welcome, Theresa.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here, Angela.
So give us some background on the St. Louis Review. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with it, but just in case folks are not.
Sure. So the St. Louis Review is the archdiocesan publication that serves our Catholic faith community. And it's a publication that is published by our Archbishop. And we've been in the Archdiocese for over 75 years. And it has a long-standing reputation as being the archdiocesan faith newspaper. Yeah.
And your particular role with it?
I'm in circulation. We're print and we're online. And we primarily have two subscription types. And our largest subscription bases are parishes. So our parish subscriptions are our largest readership, is our largest readership.
Now, how has the pandemic affected the way things go with you and your day-to-day work and with the review in general?
Sure. I can't really speak for like our reporters because, they have their ways of doing their job. But from what I've seen in my role in the office, we're remote workers. We recently just started meeting on Mondays. Prior to that, we were meeting at the onset of the pandemic. We were meeting Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock. And, we are asked to go into the office if we need to and to practice social distancing. So we've been very careful and but my role here in my home office is pretty much the same role that it was in my office, but I do get phone calls more frequently now. There's more people that are missing their paper or not sure why they're getting this, that. And so there's more attentiveness to it, I think, because more people are at home.
Right.
Yeah, and they really do need to have their content shared with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And recently, is it recently that things shifted in how people subscribe? I've been getting questions in the parish about how do I sign up or where do I send my money to subscribe? But I understand that there's a donation component to it. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, so nothing's really changed. I mean, I've been in this role for a little over 7 years, and it's always been the same process. So every year, usually in January every year, we have a campaign, and it's to kick off the St. Louis Review Parish Subscription. And the campaign is to invite people who have never received the St. Louis Review, who are in their parishes, to let the parish office know that they would like to receive. And we have a vehicle for people to do that, and that's the parish envelope. And then there's also email. You can write a note, let your office know somehow, but it's through the parish. So we're always, the St. Louis Review we're a ministry as well, so we're trying to connect people to their parish, to their faith community. And so when it's a contribution to your parish office, and with that parish office contribution, it lets the staff know that this household wants to receive the St. Louis Review. And then the parish office, the person who's managing this information, sends a list to me or to our office, and then we import that in. And it lets us know who wants to receive the St. Louis Review, who has moved out of the parish or out of our archdiocese, who's deceased. Any changes within that household comes to us in this list that every year is sent to us. And what's new is that we ask the parishes now to update us more frequently. So they can update us once a month or three times a year, 4 times a year, depending on how busy they are. Did that help?
That much help. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I think part of the confusion for some folks is that if they're not receiving envelopes, they don't get that reminder about the St. Louis Review. So a lot of folks are going to online contributions to the parish, but rest assured that they can still receive the review even if they're giving online.
Yeah, so the other component about the parish subscription is that it's not something that expires at the end of the year. I don't have an expiration date in my database for it. People receive it as long as they're active in their parish. And active is not just financial contribution, it's being present as best that we can during the pandemic in our ministries, volunteering, prayer for sure, even if we're in prayer at home. But also, you know, the sacrament as best that we can participate in our sacrament. And so it's something that people receive because they want to, and they're active and connected in their parish. The financial contribution is important as well.
Sure, sure. So tell me how you got connected to College Church.
Sure. So my husband and I, we moved to St. Louis. We've never been in St. Louis before. And we were looking, we're urban people. So we were looking for an urban place to live.
Mm-hmm.
So we rented an apartment in the Central West End.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't know anything about the parish boundaries yet. We were still learning our way, navigating, but you know, it's like we knew the Jesuits, and the college church wasn't that far from us. So we ended up attending service there, and have just always loved being there for all the many things that happen. I mean, there's just so much. We met our very first friends were from the college church, and invited us to events in the parish hall. And yeah, we still, to this day, we still have Easter dinner with them every year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
oh, that's perfect.
From college church, yeah.
Oh, and that's coming up then. Great.
Yeah, it is. We do poetry night still too. We started poetry night during the pandemic.
Oh,
you know, I mean, people in our archdiocese are very creative.
Yes, they are.
People in St. Louis are, but in our faith communities are very creative, and I've been enjoying learning through the Zoom world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are there particular stops along your faith journey that stand out to you when you think about your life in the parish, or your life as a Catholic in general?
Yeah, so when I think about that, I have to often say, or I would like to say, my marriage. Marriage was a very, the call to that vocation was very important. Mm-hmm. I'm a secular order servant of Mary, so I'm a Servite, and I was also called to that, and I found that to be a very important charism for me to have brought into my life through the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And there's other things, but those two, I think right now I'd like to share with you as being the most memorable. Oh, one other one that I really like is, you know, the part where I became a person who really owned my faith and wanted to share it. What I remember being important is when I started sharing that into my family and into my friends, their reaction. You know, and it wasn't like a tidal wave or anything. I don't think that I came in, hello, I'm this, you know, but it was something that they recognized in me as being important. And I was able to, for some reason, you know, share it in a way that they understood.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I think it's been good. It's been good that way.
And tell me more about the Servites. I'm not that familiar with their charism.
Mm-hmm. So we're we're a mendicant order. So we're one of the first 5 orders. We we're order servants of Mary out of Italy. We're founded by the 7 friars, 7 holy men, or 7 friars that are our founders. And of course, Mary called them to this vocation with the help of Franciscans and the Dominicans. So we were a part of that era. And early on, I mean, we had the 3rd order, as you will, at that time, but Vatican II, we became the seculars. And, you know, when I was in my old area in Chicago, my parish was a Servite parish. And I just had so many wonderful people there to mentor me into a deeper understanding of the Holy Spirit, I guess. And yeah, the Spirit. And so I really fell in love with the order and the charism, and I became promised. And I have been in some major leadership roles. I think, you know, I would like to say I was on an international executive council where we planned international meetings. We were in Brazil, we were in Mexico, we were in Italy twice. So I helped plan that, and with a team of people from around the world, and it was really fantastic to meet so many people with shared faith, but having all these different cultural experiences that we bring together, and
Yeah.
you know, and talking about who we are, and you know, learning from one another. So yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, I hope that once things open up a bit, there will be time for
Yeah.
more international travel.
Right. That's been difficult. I do miss being able to get up and go.
Yeah.
But I've been enjoying this. You know, I really have had a good time connecting with people through this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because you can go anywhere without spending any money.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Well, Theresa, it was so nice to meet you. Thanks for taking some time today.
Well, thank you very much too, Angela. I really appreciate this opportunity and getting to know you as well.
Thank you.